And is my mic on? Yeah, it's on. Okay. Let's see if I'm also live on Twitch. Or hey, what should I talk about first? I mean, nobody's here, so I think it matters. Hey, was that one viewer joining? For a brief flip? God, I don't even know what to do. I feel now that I'm on YouTube, I actually feel nervous about somebody joining, but I don't know why. Like, isn't that what I want? Coffee up, get a little stony baloney, and then we'll go over some code. Sorry, I don't think I can do drugs on YouTube Live. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about the Google Agent SDK some more. Made a couple of videos on it already. Think it's pretty cool. I might try and build something while we're here, or just try and update the current existing agent that I have. We should change the name of the stream to Updating Agent or something along those lines. Oh God, this is. I'm gonna look back at this one day and be like, wow, 2 viewers. All right. Watching Black Mirror in the background. Hopefully, it won't be too distracting. I know programming is the most interesting topic, so I'm trying my best to keep it interesting, keep it lighthearted, maybe make some jokes along the way, and hopefully, somebody will learn something. Yeah. Um, let's go over something else. So I guess I'll start by talking about what's on the SDK website um, and stuff because I'm also trying to learn about this. So, 1 second. Okay. So this is the home page of the agent development kit. So an open source framework integrated with Gemini and Google. So what is the agent development kit? From my understanding, it's a software development kit that allows you to build agents pretty easily with Python. Um, yeah, the it can be used for the development of popular LLMs. I was able to develop one myself earlier today. Just in a couple of hours, I came up with the idea last night and was able to make it. I do think that maybe like a VPI might be helpful, but they might already have that, and I'm just not aware of it to be honest. So I don't want to talk trash about a product that I don't fully understand. So, but I found this really useful, very helpful in building agents. I've been using n8n.com to build workflows, and haven't really done a lot of like actual programming in a little bit. Well, not. I'm in grad school, so obviously I program a lot, but yeah, I haven't had to do a lot of project programming. I guess a lot of my projects are AI generated, or AI assisted, however you want to say it. But yeah, I don't even remember where I was going with that. But we will eventually get going. Hey, Lee, look at me. Sorry, I'm checking over the video I just uploaded because I'm a narcissist. Obviously, doesn't have any views. All right. So the agent development kit. Um, you can just get started by doing pip install Google Agent that install doing that basically. I'm not gonna go over that, but yeah, you just pip install it. I ran into some problems with the pip install, so I actually had to clone the whole GitHub repo onto my local machine. But yeah, and I think that's useful because then you can like look at the files and reference them a little bit better, in my opinion. But that might not be the best way to go about it, to be honest. So as you can see below right here, they have the tutorial, quick start tutorial, sample agents, API reference, and contribute. One day I hope to be able to connect or click on contribute and do that with confidence. Maybe I can do that with this. Um, let's see what's on this page. Ooh, a contributor license. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Use and redistribute. Open source community guidelines. Uh, hmm. I wonder if I should go for it. I wish there was someone in here for me to ask. Go for it. Go for it. Oh boy. embarrassing. All right, now I have view of the chat. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this for anybody that watches this eventually, but hopefully this just isn't me reading and sipping on coffee the whole time. I'm not sure how long I'll be on, but I'll try and make it a while. A while. I'll be streaming for a while. All right, so I don't think I'm ready to contribute to Google's open source stuff yet. I am barely a programmer as it is, so although I did solve a bug in TinyTroop, no one will ever know that. There's a credit. um, that's the articles and stuff that I generated. All right, so I'll start on the quick start. I'll just go through this kind of quickly. The quick start is a guide that goes over the installing of an agent development kit and set up a basic agent with multiple tools. I think this is a weather agent that it tries to have you set up. Um, like I said, I did a git install. Um, and then, let me see. Oh, and this is a little example of how you build tools. I actually didn't. Oh, that's kind of easy. Pretty cool. So you can build custom tools. It gives you a little bit of a guide to do that there. Um, these are actually definitions of functions that you want to pass to the agent. And down here are the tools. So get current time, get weather. So yeah, the tools are defined up there, and those are the tool calls. Or those are how you give the agent the tools. So it's just a simple function that basically is used to generate the tools. Uh, they did say they had a suite of pre-made tools. Maybe I haven't fully found those, but I didn't see those right away. So hopefully I can find those eventually. All right. I thought I just broke my. Oh God. All right, and then you have to create an environment variable. You get your API key from the Google AI Studio, and you can start setting up a model. Um, yeah, this is the link that you click to go to the Google Cloud, and then you set up a Google Cloud project, and yeah, then you just can start building from there. So it's pretty quick startup. I'm very unfamiliar with all of Google's stuff. All of my AI work has mostly been with ChatGPT models, so I have not been working with Google in a while, and I'm not really like learning to be a computer scientist, but I'm not yet. So this was learnable by anybody. I believe if I can learn it, then you know it's not that hard, especially when it comes to programming. All right. I didn't even have to paste in my project ID. That's weird. But anyway, you set up your you run your agent by setting up your directory like this. Um, there's the parent folder, the multi-agent tool folder, which is or multi-tool agent folder, which is basically just where the agent gets called from, and you have to go into this parent folder directory to be able to call different agents. Um, that's a very important part. I actually was dealing with that on the live stream. I couldn't get into the right project directory, so I kept on not being able to find my agent. It was pretty annoying. So working on that, or worked on that, I guess I would say. Ah, my one follower messaged me on Discord. Do I find somebody very conversation? Searching for this user that he recommended me. Cousin. This isn't something I should be doing on stream. I've been doing that on live. That's going to be a boring little part. um, yeah, I've been editing these live streams, uploading them to double like their recycle content. There's no better way to put it. Um, but I've been streaming with such a small screen, or making the short videos small. I don't expect anybody to actually care about the code, but um, yeah, gonna be trying to make more long form videos. Those have more staying power from what I've heard, from what I know about YouTube. Even if I don't get video views for a while, I need a change of pace. Oh, that's weird. Two of my videos have the exact same number of views. But when I get a random subscriber, I've got one subscriber from my work so far. Reached out to me, but that was different than organically getting one from a live stream. It was for my content, but not for my live stream. So that was refreshing. Oh, this is so sidetracked. This is gonna be. I mean, I'm literally talking to nobody, so nobody's gonna care. But all right. So this is how you can launch the web UI. You have to go to the correct. Yeah, you have to go to the correct directory. There's multiple options on how to run this. You can run it in your terminal. You can run it on the API server, which I don't really know how to do that and all that. Fuzz API server is enabling your test local curl request before deploying your agents. Uh, More to learn. All right, and then yeah, then once you have the UI, you can chat, you can inspect the flow of your agents, and you can actually talk to the microphone. I think I'm going to show some of that later. Um, Probably should timestamp this too later so people aren't like, oh, he's just rambling through this part. So, okay. learn. It's a tutorial. You'll need to learn MCP. That's something I'm trying to learn as well. Well, you can make some crazy stuff with this. I'd really like to make something like Tiny Troop, where multiple LLM agents like work together, kind of like a simulated environment. I wonder, I wonder how hard it would be to make a simulation with these LLM agents using the Agent SDK and how you would interact with it. It's probably pretty hard. Yeah, it's probably pretty hard. Third-party tools. Use LangChain tools. That's kind of cool, right? I don't know much about LangChain, but I know that it's useful. Even though I've heard a lot of complaints about it, to be honest. So, um, cool AI tools. Sick. I won't be doing any of this today. I gotta work with API keys. I will do that when I'm not live. Oh, the cursor will show me. All right. So yeah, you can build agents with tools. The tools really aren't hard to use. They even have instructions on how to deploy your agent, so it can be accessed, created, and used in production and integrated into other applications. I need to brainstorm. I need to get out of the biotech mindset and try and explore other ideas and other applications for stuff. Because the fact that these LLMs work as like brains is actually very fascinating to me. I used to actually kind of think that LLMs were kind of stupid. I was a little unsatisfied. Sorry, there's a sex scene on Black Mirror right now. I think she's a robot. Um, but yeah, grad student messages, grad school messages. Uh, yeah, I'm interested in building games. I actually really like citizen science gaming and stuff, and I feel like I could live stream game development. That might be more popular. So get more views and stuff. I could do live stream tutorials of game development, like building games with vibe coding and stuff. And then yeah, I don't know what type of thing I would build. I would like to build like a companion thing. Building an AI companion with a Google Agent SDK. Yeah, you can build some really, really cool stuff. I'm honestly just high as hell and thinking about it, so that's what I'm that's what I'm about right now. I need to get creative. Hoping to get some traction with the product. iOS, buddy, quick plug. Haven't worked on it in a couple of days, but that's just because I've been setting up other stuff. Um, yeah, I'm just really like building stuff, and I just want to not be poor while doing it. I have no idea how to deploy stuff. My girlfriend does, Maybe I'll talk to her about that eventually. Oh, am I blocking myself with that little icon? I am. That's what the live looks like? Yeah. I will move this guy. I'm gonna watch myself move on the screen. Um, God, I should have titled this like Stone Person talks about Google Agent SDK that he doesn't understand. I might post it as that. If I wasn't trying to be kind of professional on here, then I definitely would, but yeah. Alright, sessions in memory, artifacts. I need to learn a lot. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna permit. Artifacts, callbacks. Okay, okay. I just built a text-based adventure game. I wonder how you can make that with an LLM. That'd be pretty cool. Like, just do this, generate images. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know if anyone would be interested in playing it. I mean, I wouldn't. Start building live. I'm sorry, chat. I might have ideas to build of what to build, but he said to no one. Um, I did some creating earlier today. Um, yeah, I really like the idea of Mega Man Battle Network, but I don't know how to make that. Not only do I not know how to make that, it also sounds really hard to make. Do some googling. Simulation. Here, generate. Whoa. Sim City. Uh, that's a thing. What would be the best tech stack to build a playable simulation? Oh, I thought I had 2.5 on it. Like, no. Heavily depends on. Here's a breakdown. Game engine, visuals, physics, graphics, core logic, Unity is pros. That's search strong community. C is relatively easy. Complex. I would like to build a 2D simulation that is a web application that and update your recommendations. It told me to basically use Unreal and Unity on my last question. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Like then, I mean, this Black Mirror episode's trippy. It's taking a while. Let's do something else, I guess. The fuck? You even working? Do I have to? Is that your response or was that your thinking? I can't tell. All right, let's change the topic of this. I think I'm going to try and vibe code something. See. Video to me too. Feeling smooth enough screen. Yeah. Okay, so I got feet. Fuck. Oh, I'm recording this. I didn't need to. Okay, let's see. I think the stream's healthy again. All right, back to this. Give me some ideas for an LLM based. Episode Black Mirror's pretty dope. Change the Twitch stream description as well. Back to vibe coding that seemed to be more popular. New topic. Should I record this? I mean, it's getting posted to YouTube, so no, I will not be recording. All right, let's see what. Dude, I swear to God, this thing is connected to my microphone because I was just talking about a text-based game a second ago. I mean, granted, it's an LLM and it works with text, so obviously a text-based game would make a lot of sense. But what the? Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. I could adapt to a player's skill level, provide real-time feedback. Hmm. Which one of these sounds the most interesting? To be honest, none of them, but babe, I I appreciate it. Mm, send it. Sorry, I literally tried to paste in the definition of vibe coding. Won't let me send it. I think it's too long. I'm gonna check your text since you're in here. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. So vibe coding is just letting AI do all the programming for you based on prompting. That would be my shortest description. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what the best type of playable simulation to build would be. I can't really think of one. I want it to be kind of useful. Hmm. So I'm just asking Gemini. Yeah, basically it is making agents do most of the work. I mean, there's a lot of work up front in terms of prompting. Real vibe coding is when you just let it auto run until it thinks the product is complete. Um, but there is a lot of work up front in terms of prompting, and if you want it to get to act right, I've been trying to look into that. I've been doing some UI design in like Canva to try and get the agents to follow directions properly, but it doesn't always work. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Gemini's been freezing on me all day. There's an app, kind of getting annoying. Psychological and cognitive processing adaptation. I had an idea for like a medical training simulator. Jeez, what's going on in Black Mirror right now? Is he choking his wife? Yep. Should really watch this at a different time. Dark. Oh, oh yeah, that was dark. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, there was that game back in the day, Civic Mirror. I used to not. I mean, it was like a high school lesson, but we had to simulate like political dynamics and stuff like that. Affect the social policies, diseases if model dynamics, local economies. Hmm. Simulated online community. Simulate insights. I want to make something that's kind of also funny, like getting out of a court case or something like that. That'd be kind of funny. Um, yeah, you have to convince a jury to let you off. Jeez. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I'll write this down on my notebook. Where shall we use? So, um, oh, there's another viewer. That's probably, I mean, uh, oh yeah, that might be my friend from LinkedIn, Leonardo. So, but I got 3 views, so maybe 3 views. So maybe it's not just him. Hope you didn't just have a friend come in here. Yeah, if we want to. God damn it. Oh, almost made me forgot what I was talking about. Okay, so it's going to be like a simulated political campaign where I just hit me how expensive that could be with all the API calls. Um, you would have to simulate. No, that's going to be too complicated. A jury would be easier to simulate. Shark Tank. How about that? The simulated Shark Tank thing. That's less people. Okay, let's keep fucking with Gemini. I'm gonna turn on the gas, the experimentals. So next, I'm gonna do this with as little programming as possible. Just mostly have AI do the work. That's kind of the essence of vibe coding. Is you're just a project manager. You don't program. You barely know the code. You barely act like the code exists. Um, it just lies underneath everything. Oh man, I'm losing the stream health. I don't know how to change the bit rate. Mm. Um, Rashnavi, could you tell me if the audio's messed up or anything like that when it finally gets to you? It'd be helpful. All right. Okay. This is kind of close and personal to myself since I've tried to talk to venture capitalists and stuff before. Please generate a spec script for an LLM-powered application where players interact with a team of venture capitalists in an attempt to seek an investment offer. Uh, Crap, I forget what it said about the tech stack. No, I I'm making streams about other stuff, not just vibe coding. Um, my streams have been about product development and mostly with an AI focus. I mean, only an AI focus, really. I've explored different workflow tools to build AI workflows, and additionally, I have yeah done some vibe coding. I forget. There's probably the third thing I've done. Tried to build a student app the other day. I haven't published that video yet. It's scheduled. It's a short. Um, Editing's kind of trash. It's a little long for a short. I don't think it's going to get any views, but I don't really care. Just building up. I'm just trying to get in the habit of being online. That's really the mission right now. So, uh, hmm, okay. I wonder if I could like tell it. Do you think this model already knows about the agent SDK? I don't know. I guess it's worth a shot. All right. I guess I could post the vibe coding clips. That's useful. Thank you for making me change the subject. The Google Agent stuff was pretty lame. You weren't here, but I changed the topic of the live stream and everything because I was like, not like it's not fun. It was very fun to build that agent, but vibe coding's easier and less intense. So, assume that's you, Leo. LM, yes. Right? Yes. Hi. Nice to see you. Hope the stream's coming in okay. Great. Hey, thank you for joining. All right. So right now I'm just trying to build a prompt up using Google Gemini's 2.5 Pro, which is one of their newer release models. It has limited like attempts right now, so I'm going to try and be very careful with how I build this prompt. I'm also seeing if this agent is, I mean this LLM is this model is familiar with the new agent SDK that just came out because I would like to use that in the project. So right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have uh, the agent generate a spec script, not a spec script, a spec of the tech stack and the technology that I need to use to build this thing. I'm trying to build like a SharkTank app that's also powered by LLMs. So I'm using LLMs to build an app, their simulation that has LLMs in it. So let's see if it works. Or let's see how far we can get tonight, I guess. I don't know. I'll be here for a while, so I don't really care if anybody joins or anything. But I mean, not to say I don't care that you guys are in here. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I'll just be doing some coding and vibe coding tonight. Oh, I need to check the Twitch thing. Yeah, no, nothing on Twitch. I need to invest in a monitor or a bigger desk. Uh, I could put my I could move some stuff around here and get a bigger desk in here so I could start actually like get a second monitor in here so it's not so jank because this is a little difficult. If I had one monitor over here, then I could stream a little bit better. Anyway, it's embarrassing. I'm literally like in my grandma's house right now, so this is a jank room, but gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, I will definitely clean up. But I like the authenticness of it being so jank in here, to be honest. It's part of it. It's part of the mystique. It's part of the aesthetic. So, I like Google Agent SDK for agent development. I'm gonna definitely time lapse this part if I do upload this as anything else. Um, details. So I define the model that I want to use, Google Gemini agents. I want to use the agent SDK for agent development. Um, I want to use .html, .js, and .css files only. um, I don't know what else to include. Probably some UI details. I have no idea how I would make this look though. I would like the flow of the game to go as follows. I can't tell if it would make more sense to make the like reviewers themselves like the Shark Tank, some sort of like Hydra-esque beast. You know, one agent with multiple heads that can work together and give like a single note. Well, no, all the sharks act indifferently or independently. Um, so I will make it like that. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like I've accidentally developed a programming aesthetic. This was all accidental, to be honest. When I was doing bio stuff, I was still like this, so it was only a matter of time before I was just like, I'll just do this. There are a few good details. I'd like to, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm just reading this. Players are trying to pitch to investment agents. And I think, Leo, on the note of stuff in notes, I was thinking about doing vibe coding like game creation. I think that might also be a little popular, very more popular than just this random vibe coding stuff. But yeah, might might try that. Is that with writing a pitch and the invest? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, I actually saw some vibe coding software developers making games on Twitch. Those were the only ones I could find actually. So, and a bunch of other videos of like YouTubers being like, "Oh, vibe coding, the new trend, the new trend." So, I think it's sick. I was basically, you know, it just saves me a lot of time because I use ChatGPT to speed up my productivity when I program, and it just saves me a lot of time from copying and pasting and dealing with errors and stuff like that, and not ChatGPT not knowing context of the code base and everything. So it's like an improvement of that process that I had. Provide agents. I'm trying my hardest not to accidentally press enter and send this accidentally. So I want each agent to have their own unique personality, kind of similar to Shark Tank. Like I don't want them all to be it's just some one agent that acts the same and is all the same. I would look up profiles. I probably could do that, like look up profiles of like Kevin O'Leary or I think that's his name, and get an LLM to act as him. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny. All right, like agents each other and unique personality. Agents will process the investment pitch. I have no idea what's going on in this Black Mirror stuff. I might go back to YouTube. I don't want to spoil all this stuff for me. I don't know what the plot is. Some ladies turned into chocolate. I should make. It's also thinking maybe I should invest in a green screen eventually. Just yeah, something to make it look a little bit better in here. That's awesome. I popped up on my own YouTube's recommendations. I mean, it's only saying my current live streams, but should I watch a recording of a live stream? Yeah. Just some background stuff, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm back, sorry. Yeah. Gotta keep it myself from being mad. How many people on the Shark Tank team? 5 to 6 main investors. Okay. Each region will have a chance. It's a question. Um, each agent will have a chance to respond to the question about their pitch, how to monetize. Um, it's a pretty complicated project. I hope the vibe coding can handle it. Uh, I don't want to download a different SDK tonight. Kind of boring. User will have one chance to respond. No. Hope I didn't do anything. Okay. Uh, that'd be sick if I could add like a bartering feature too, like after if you get an acceptance. The user wins. Yeah, I agree. User wins they receive an offer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Forgot about grad school. Yeah. Um, User wins they receive an offer from at least one of the. Let's see how far I could get in this tonight. I don't want to focus on anything. There, I don't want to. Yeah. User will receive what happens after the sharks give multiple investment offers? I know that they can be like, well, give me more money. I don't know what they call that though. They can haggle, I guess. All right. The agents will be able to take. Negotiate. There's the word. I gotta think of the game UI now. It's gonna be jank. It's gonna be AI designed, so it's gonna look stupid. Like especially with no guidance. I don't know how I can visualize what the game would look like. Um, Imagining like a ChatGPT interface now with like all the agents kind of displayed up top, and they like throb or like pulsate if they're thinking or acting, um, and their texts are different color. That's as far as I can go. And there's like a chat interface at the bottom, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Um, yeah. I would like the game UI to have. This might take a while. So I said I would like for the game UI. Does a program for an registration agent? I don't think so because if you've seen Shark Tank, they kind of all like talk in front of each other. At least I don't think they do a private thing behind the scenes. I haven't really watched it that much. I've only watched it on occasions, so yeah. I would like for the game UI to have figures representing the AI agents that are animation move. Yeah. Yeah, it's that, and I don't know how I don't know how I can make that flow. I was yeah. Um, thinking, okay, so I said I would like for a player to be able to click on the chat, click and accept, click and click and accept button on the chat containing the offer to accept an offer. So it's kind of like how you can thumbs up and down a ChatGPT um, message, and I think we might be good. All right, please join us. Exclusive. Oh my god, this is going to be embarrassing because it's going to show up bad at man spelling. Please be as thorough as possible. Okay, let's go. This technique is called meta prompting. It's basically just using LLMs to save you time from having to type all this stuff out yourself. I could have tried to come up with a description of all this to provide to the cursor AI agent, but I didn't want to do that. So and you can actually watch Google Gemini think right now, go through its thought process. I did you not see that? I oh maybe I'm just getting text right now. Maybe I'm just getting notifications right now. A bunch of stuff's coming through. My boy Harley got no fight. I mean, he's a fighter, so it was his job. Um, yes, very happy for him. He won. There's the output. All right. You shrank the thought process of the agents. Oh, it's already out. So Google Gemini is done thinking. And specify. And then I just copy and paste all this stuff into Cursor, which I will show you. Ooh, voice input and output? That's kind of sick. I should have thought of that. More complex negotiation. Okay. That survey due tonight. Oh, no, it's tomorrow. Now I will go over to cursor. Actually, I'm gonna have to open up a new window. Cursor. Debating on if I have to. I mean, if it did try and use the agent SDK, then I have to put the folder there as well. To actually read what it said, make sure it makes sense from my understanding. Yeah, 90 views. That's kind of cool. So I took this, copied and pasted it. Now I'm in cursor. New window. So what I'm doing right now is I'm starting a new folder um, in cursor. Put the project in. I'm just trying to make sure I do this right. I thought you were going to sleep. Um, yes, I like frogs a lot. They're my spirit animal. They also metamorphosize, which is a very cool concept to me. Um, trying to figure out a good folder. Interesting. All right, bye. You're funny. Good night. Love you. That's my girlfriend, by the way, for anybody who watches this later. Shark Tank app, that's what we'll call it. That's fine. I feel like more streamers on YouTube talk more. At least the ones that I watch. I'm watching 3C Films right now, and he just the whole time. So response to chats, all that stuff. So I can't do that at the same time. Okay. Second, I just gotta copy this model architecture. Okay, I think I got my window set up. Sorry about the quietness. I know, probably dead in here, but I don't know. Still got two people in here. Appreciate whoever those two people are. Let's see those. Okay. Let me switch the screen. I'm still learning the streaming stuff. Ooh, bad. Sure, I'm not gonna show you. Okay. Now we're gonna start actually vibe coding. I'm sorry, this was all the setup part. We're getting there though. We're progressing. Taking breaks. Having a good time. All right, so the agent what I'm gonna do first actually, let's go to File, Preferences, and Cursor Settings. Then I'm gonna go to Rules, add a new rule for this project, and this will be project back. Um, Sorry, lost in tabs. Okay, so what are you guys seeing right now? Just my cursor screen. Okay. I have copied and pasted the spec. It'd be real neat if it just copied and pasted directly in Markdown, but it does not. So I copied and pasted the output from Gemini, and I just pasted it in here. Actually, doesn't look bad. Stick. All right. Last time when I tried to do this, like generate a spec from ChatGPT, it actually like had really weird formatting in the Markdown. Some things about rule files. You can change the rule type. So this, I'm going to have it always apply because this is always the project spec and that won't change unless I guess I update it to try and add different features. Um, so I'm going to attach, it's very important. So I'm attaching it to every rule. Um, this cursor has this user rules where you can define stuff that you want to happen in every project. So right now I have like, always unit tests before you're finishing a response and always build until 90% test coverage is achieved. So there's that. Yeah, I got 2 likes. That's kind of sick. I wouldn't be surprised if people are going to sleep. It's 11. Getting into West Coast time right now. Anyway, these are where you define project rules. Um, let's see what's defined in the project spec. Yeah, I'm going to create another rule file. Project overview. Also going to have Gemini do that for me. I wonder. I highly doubt that either 2.5 knows that this SDK is out, Gemini 2.5, or Claude 3.7 doesn't know that this SDK is out since it just came out this week, and I don't think they can update that quickly. I feel like it wouldn't be possible, but maybe give it a try. If this fails, I will be back online another day to try this because I'm not staying up all night to troubleshoot all night, but I will be up for a little bit longer. All right, so I'm going to ask 2.5, please generate an overview of this project for the agent to understand. Hopefully I don't get flagged for that. It was tobacco. Yeah. That's legal. It's legal here anyways, but all right, so I'm going to copy and paste that into this separate rule file. What other rule files? I think this might be enough rules to get started. So I have a rule for the project spec and a rule for the project overview. I can't think of anything else. Yeah. And then I'm also going to just tell Gemini so please generate a prompt for the Cursor IDE agent that will help to complete the project. That's what I just asked Gemini. Let's see what it gives me. I love vibe coding. This is so fun. To me, this is very fun. I got 8 views tonight. That makes me feel great. That's yeah, that's 4 times the amount that I've gotten from a Twitch live stream, so let's go. 2 of them granted I knew before this, but still 3 times. Without them, that'd be kind of sick. Alright, that is sick. Alright, cursor to agent prompt. Hello, cursor. Don't put it in quotes, you bastard. The requested function placeholders. No, I don't want to do placeholders. Help it complete the project. A unit test also. I feel like unit testing with LMs is tricky. Yeah, I'm not doing it. That might come back to bite me in the ass. I do not want there to be placeholders. Okay. Generate an actual like text file. It's kind of sick. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this time it generated a markdown. It should have done this for other stuff. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Now we have a prompt. Over here to the right is the chat window for cursor. Let's shrink this window showing the project details. Make it half and half. So at the bottom, we have the agent set to Claude 3.7. I'm gonna try the max. We're live. Let's try the max. Oh God. Um, and yeah, we're in agent mode, not ask mode, not manual mode. Wait, manual mode. It was edit the other day. Make sure. Okay, and now we begin the vibe coding process. It's too bad that this took me so long. You only got one person in here to see the excitement. And hopefully, I can't. There's gotta be a way that I can tell who's in here. I can't see it right now, though. I'm sorry. Sorry. Is that a message? Oh, okay. Cool. Just checking it. All right. So after we have all this stuff set up, oh nice. Nice. Late night grind. All right. So I have all my project folders set up, or my project files set up. Oh, get back. All right. Let's start the vibe coding. So I have my two project files defined. I've been repeating myself a few times, but the project overview, which is going to help it understand the project spec, and we have the prompt, which is going to help it execute stuff based on everything else. I should have read some of this stuff, but I'm just going to trust it, trust the AI, go full vibes, um, best I can. All right, and then I'm going to send. And wait, because I have auto run features enabled, which lets it auto run certain commands. There might be something like that pops up that it asks me to accept eventually. Let's see, it already created an HTML file. Um, it's creating other relevant files right now. Styles.css, then it'll create strip.js according to the description. I wonder how many lines of code it's going to be. Kind of curious about that. And I also wonder if it's going to be able to understand the agent SDK. So if it does, I'll be thoroughly impressed. I don't want to make this an N8N. That wouldn't be as fun. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right, now it's creating script.js. By the way, 3.7, this model's better for handling like light stuff, I guess, or stuff that doesn't require a long conversation. Because this it has a short conversation length, I've noticed, and it kind of sucks. So it's not good at troubleshooting or for troubleshooting. I have asked it, like if you put it in ask mode, start a new chat and ask it what's wrong. That can be kind of helpful. That even generated the README. Huh. Did all the unit tests, generated the unit tests, tried all that out. Oh, and there we go. That's vibe coding. Voila. I deserve a cookie. I didn't even get my bot in Twitch tonight. Hmm? I'm excited to see what it looks like. Well, first, I'll do a quick visual inspection. Yeah, for real. It's might as well be magic. How fast it is. I mean, I'm not sure it's gonna work, so all right. Just want to see what the HTML looks like. Okay. So I'll show you guys this. So this was the result. I don't think these, it'd be funny if these are real people, but venture VC pitch simulation. Uh, it's got a lot of the details that I wanted. Right down here, I can click start pitch. Pitch your business pitch to investors. Wow. And pretty cool. But it's not connected to any, it shouldn't be connected to any API keys. Let's see. um, in for docs. Submit your pitch. I do think I need to finish all this. Error fetch. Yeah, failed fetch, please. Yeah, okay. I still need to use the application. I'll get this open. Okay, so I got to replace my API keys in the code. It's kind of annoying. Actually, ask Cursor to address this. So I don't think it made the file correctly. It didn't use the agent SDK, which maybe it didn't need to. And I know that because of the directory structure. Oh, they haven't come out with it for JavaScript yet. Duh. Um, I mean, this could work without it, but without that building like specialized agents for myself, I could just, I don't know what this is doing, frankly. I just want to see if it works. Um, okay. Oh, is this a Python environment variable? I think so. Yeah, it is. All right. I need to find my Gemini API endpoint. Hmm. What I'm trying to do right now is set up the API keys. I found the Gemini API endpoint, I think, and now I'm just trying to find a way to import an API key from a text file so that I don't have to have it in the main file. So what I did is I changed the agent's ask mode. I'd show this, but my API keeps up, so can't. So I put the agent in ask mode, or the IDE in ask mode, and I was like, oh, how do I read in an API key from JavaScript file? What did you do? Ask mode does some weird shit sometimes, though. That didn't generate Create a file called API text key. right name, but it's still recognizing this JavaScript. It's kind of annoying. All right, whatever. Let's move on. The agent also if the files are set up correctly. Okay. Did that. Now, what else needs to be done? Appreciate talking about being antisocial. What else was I going to ask it to do? I'm asking it to create a git ignore file. In a second, I'll get back to the main stuff. Yeah, like I said, API key is up. What are you trying to do? What the fuck are you trying to do? done. Okay. I was supposed to be pissed. And while I'm here, actually move this directory. It's not technically an SDK project. Alright, I'm just moving files around. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Intro dogs, intro dogs. Yeah, that was the pitch to the investors that I tested. It's not an original idea. I heard that from some joke, some meme somewhere. I don't know. Let's see, where am I going? Sure. Okay. I lost all that chat history. That sucks. I mean, no, it's all gone. I'll be okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and relaunch this app. lost in folders. This is nuts. Okay, so the app's back up. I don't know if I'm referencing the API keys correctly. Could use some prettying up, but let's start off the pitch. Uh, eggs. Fuck. Yeah, it's still not working. Failed to fetch. All right. Back to cursor. Node.js. I should be in. Sorry. All right. API key is off the screen. So what I did was I saved it to a text file, and there's also a git ignore file that'll prevent it from being uploaded to GitHub. Let's see if that makes sense. Update your view. What was that one? Incomplete UI. All right. Seriously talking about Sydney Sweeney. All right. I'm going to give this another shot. Start a local server in your project directory. You can use VS Code Live Server. Okay. So I'm asking VS Code how to run. What did it say it's called? It's ironic. I actually saw a YouTuber that I've watched for a while that makes like data science content doing a what was she doing? She's doing something with AI. I forget actually. Now that I think about it, I only saw it and it was like, oh man. How do I You know what I'm fucking using. What? Use Node.js if install. What the fuck are you doing? Right click on index. Open with live server. Okay. Let's go back here. And, test it out. What else? I don't know. I can't think of any dumbass bitches anymore. Let's try Bumble for dogs like girls. No man. Fuck. All right, getting some errors. API error, invalid JSON payload received, unknown name, system instruction cannot find field. Please try. So now I'm going to open up the console and see if the console error reveals anything. And then I'm just going to provide these to cursor. What the fuck? All right. Let's go back here. though, I've noticed that the ask mode gets confused about which file it's trying to edit. So default browser, something different. Wasn't working. Yes, there was some magic. It's almost working. We're almost there. We're moving. We're having a problem with the payload. I'm not sure which one of these to use. We're gonna try both. Okay. One of those payloads is probably gonna work. Off the eggs. I don't know. I just want to get a good response. God damn it, system prompt can't find field. Please try it again. God damn it. This was severe error. Unnamed system prompt. Embracing the vibe coding, I'm just copying and pasting errors into the system until it fixes it. Okay, I'm calling the wrong model. So the model's name is incorrect. Model says Gemini Pro. That's literally not. What the fuck? Idiot. Stupid idiot. AI. You did all this and you can't figure out that. Try Gemini 2.0 flag. Let's see if changing the URL works. So what is going on right now is I found a reference in the URL that I think might be messing things up. Okay. There we go. Name. All the models. Okay. We're getting close. Or hopefully I won't be up too much longer. I don't know how recent this question is. What's the most challenging part about it is debugging and getting UIs to look like how you want them to look, I would say. Because it's like almost there, and the fact that it doesn't have up-to-date information, I think that's a big problem. And I might have made a mistake when generating the project prompts because what did I do? I told it to build with the agent SDK, which isn't available in JavaScript yet. I remember hearing that in the video, their announcement video, but it's coming. So, so many folders. Oh my God, it's working. Test and zig. Show me the numbers. Wow. Okay, I'll show it. Oops. All right. So this is the UI. I'll show you. Click the start your pitch button. Enter your pitch here. Thank you. um, what should the pitch be? Let's test that. I want to see if it actually does everything because I only got it. I only know now that it's connected to the API. So I don't know if it's fully working. That's something funny. It's memeable. Um, I'm gonna stick with Fumble for Frogs. I'll drill down to project. Oh, this is entertaining. Fumble for Frogs, huh? Interesting. I need to drill down. What's projected lifetime value of a match pair considering the potential offspring and subsequent generation of paying frog users? Show me the model. I don't even know how to answer this. Okay. Well, all right. I'm pretty satisfied with this. I and yeah, I'll test it out more tomorrow. Absolutely sells midnight snacks. Hmm. All right. Yeah, success. I think I'm gonna call it. I'll test it out more tomorrow. And try and be on live eventually again soon. So yeah, thank you for anybody who was here. Appreciate you all. Got 14 total viewers. That's way better than I've ever gotten on Twitch. Exponentially so. Uh, yeah, let's see. I will check the Twitch viewers just before I get off. Thank you, Leonardo. Appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around so long. Thank you as well. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting off.